Howdy folks, it's Dr. here and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. We are 55% down with the Apennines. Apennines? I don't know how to say that. It says Apennines, but whatever. Bush trip. Leg 6. Last 4 of these will be 1 leg per video because of the length, and it looks like we're going to have an interesting landing here. So, join me. Let's get going. Alright, come up here, which is up here. Repair and refuel down here now. Let's turn some lights on. I believe this is the longest leg of the trip so far. And zooming out. I think we've already gotten through the highest of the mountains, but we'll be careful and let's put this up to 5,000 for right now. We can come down if we need to later, or climb if we need to. We will use heading bug. I know I'm going through this quickly, but I assume you've all seen my other bush trip leg since this is the middle of a bush trip. But if you haven't, welcome. We fly based on the nav log, but we use autopilot with heading bugs. We can look around. So there we go. Let's have a look outside and see where they put us. Yeah, I don't think we'll need the back taxi. I think there's enough space here. Okay, cool. Back inside, flaps down 1, and they are. Let's read about what we're doing. We're heading to Lima India Echo Hotel. First thing, Avenzano, something like that. From Celano Airstrip, head to the west-southwest, flying over a broad plain to the city of Celano, which lies on the eastern base of Monte Cimarroni, a prominent peak in the area. Okay, so 257 degrees, a little bit to the left of where we're facing, and there's a peak in the area. We're going to go there for 3 minutes. It does look like there's a peak over here on the map. And then from there we basically turn around down here, 138 degrees, because this is so close. Let's read about them together. Turn into a southwesterly heading, flying above the eastern margin of a ridge of peaks where it meets the flats of Fuchin Lake, once the third largest lake in the country until it was drained in 1878. Passed over the town of Colilongo at the southwestern end of Fuchin Lake. Wow, that was hard to get out. I've been having a hard time reading lately. But anyway, 3 minutes that way, 6 minutes that way about. So here we go, 257. 257, there we go. For what? 3 minutes. Okay. We do need to use a stopwatch on our phone because the one on the GPS doesn't work and the one on the navlog goes away if you start it and close and reopen. Alright, let's get lane lights on and we are ready to go. Let's guess what the parking brake wants to do, and full steam ahead, Captain. Why is the parking brake on? I hit it like 3 times. And we'll head towards this peak, and then we'll turn sharply to the left and keep going along the peninsula of Italy. And my chair just rolled away like 4 feet. What the heck? Brakes to stop the wheels. Gear is fixed. Flaps coming in. We will hand fly out of here a little bit, and then we'll eventually let autopilot do the work using the heading bugs. We can look around. Where am I going? I went way too far past it. But anyway, that's probably the peak in front of us with the snow-capped mountain. We have done some of these push trips where you have to hand fly the whole thing because there's not autopilot in the plane. That's a lot of work, but it's fun. But it's hard to get some sightseeing. So I'm going to enjoy this. So here we go. Let's engage autopilot right now. And then we can hop outside and look around and see what's happening. Alright, cool. Check this out. Yes, Copilot, I know if we use back on track, we will not get an achievement. But guess what? We're not going to get an achievement because there isn't an achievement that exists for these flights anymore. I already got the ones that did apply. Alrighty, let's see here. Cool, I think that's the peak over there though, so why are they having us go this way? Don't quite understand. Anyway, totally forgot to start the timer. So we'll turn around here in just a moment. Probably when we get to that circle. We will make our turn to what? 138. And then we're going to look for a town at the end of a lake, which was drained. So, not sure how much water we're going to see. But anyway. Alrighty, 138 it is. Let's go down. in numbers to get to 138. No, we should have gone up. I'm going up. I'm going backwards. What time is... Man, I gotta stop flying so late at night, but whatever. My family life is incredibly stressful right now. Not going to talk about the details. It's just incredibly stressful and trying to get some alone time, but my mind is totally preoccupied with some very, very serious things right now, but whatever. Not whatever, it is not part of this. 138 it is. Whew, what a turn. Let's bring back props a little bit. It was in the red. And let's start our timer now. And we're looking for about 5.5 minutes or so. There's that peak and some agriculture. The sun, the airport. We haven't made it very far, have we? But we're going there now. I think we're actually supposed to be going over here, to be honest. I think we're supposed to be going down that valley. Instead of right at the mountain. Look at that. Let's make that adjustment. On our own. There we go. And do we see a lake? Nope, probably because it was drained. So we're going to fly out for like 5 minutes or so. Get around this ridge. Hopefully you can see at this elevation. And see if we find a dried up lake somewhere. I'll see in a little bit. This is ridiculous. See you in a moment. Alright, there's our town, right there at the tip of our nose, and we need to climb like crazy. So let's turn this way a little bit, so we can not hit the mountain in front of us, and let's climb. Let's go up to, whoa, 8,000 feet or so, just to get out of here. Get out of Dodge, man. Vertical speed. Up we go. Whatever it'll let us do without stalling. There we go. Alright, I wanted to look outside though. Look behind us, but I didn't get a chance during the sightseeing because there's so much going on here. So that is our time. So we're only a couple seconds behind. But we found it. You can tell this is dried up lake. Look at there's still little rivers left. You can just tell it's dried up. That's really cool. But anyway, time to fly an airplane. Because there's mountains up in front of us. So let's see what we're going to do next. We're going to go to 113. Not yet, though. But eventually we'll go to 113 once we can get high enough here. And 113 for 5 minutes. Let's start the timer, even though we're not totally lined up. Turn slightly to the north, following the southwestern edge of the valley. Then pass over a low ridge of peaks on its south to reach the resort town of Pescaroli. Pescaroli, headquarters of Abruzzo National Park, which protects Monte Marsincani, the 6th largest range of peaks within the Apennines. I know Google says it's Apennines, but that doesn't make sense if it's Italian. Whatever. 5 minutes of this. And 113, and we're not going to do 113 because we can't. Maybe we can try. Maybe just work our way over as we climb, perhaps. Don't know. Let's hop outside, see how well this is going, or how well it's not going. Oh, it's going pretty well. Okay, well, let's just be careful here. And, ooh, yeah, we're climbing steep, though. That's the problem, see. There we go. So we'll keep climbing. Hopefully 8,000 will be enough. Oh, you can see the tree line. I think tree lines are so fascinating. It's like right here, it's like, nope, we decide. Right here, can't grow. Bam. Super definitive. So interesting. Anywho, I'm going to fly a plane and hopefully not crash through the mountains. And I'll see you in a couple minutes once we find this resort town of Pescaroli. Wish me luck. Alright, if we hop outside, we'll see the town we're looking for. There we go, we found it. Not too shabby, if you ask me. So, let's get flying more in that area, a little bit to the south, but that's because I had to get around the mountains. Let's see, there's that one. So now, we want to go to 104. Continue on course, passing over some low passes and roughly following a 2-lane road to Lago Barea, a long, narrow reservoir for 3 minutes and 49 seconds at 104 degrees, huh? Well, we're high enough, we can probably do that. So let's go 104. As you look at the resort town, looks amazing, if I may say so. And we're going to follow what is essentially a 2-lane road, huh? I guess that means following this through here for 4 minutes. And we're looking for a long, narrow reservoir. There we go, right there. So we're on track, we're on course, and maybe we'll make some adjustments as we curve around here. But there you go. When we get to the reservoir, you'll hear my voice again, and we'll talk about what is next. We are going to keep this altitude, though. See you in a moment. Okie dokie, the reservoir is in front of us, or under us I should say, and we're about to hit a mountainside, so let's go back to 104. I just wanted to correct us a little bit here. And then we'll read about the next greatest thing. Let's see here, let me get my stopwatch restarted. Okay, that was one of these places. That was this one. Yes, the Long Narrow Reservoir. Alright, so what is after the Long Narrow Reservoir? It is Isernia, traces southern shore of Lago Barea, passes over a stretch of broad rolling hills, then fly just to the east end of the prominent La Romana mountain to reach Iseria, capital of the province, Isernia. The town lies at the intersection of a number of paved highways, so 7 minutes out, 125 degrees. So let's go 125 degrees. And looking at the map, I'm guessing we can maybe lower our elevation a little bit, perhaps. Let's see, what are we looking at? Well, yeah, we can a little bit, probably not by much though, but anyway, so we're following this track for 7 minutes or so, and way down here for 8 minutes or so, actually. We're looking for an intersection of paved roads. Alright, let's lower altitude 2,000 feet. And if we have to make adjustments again, we will. Here we go, just a slow, gradual descent. Let me bring my throttle so you don't get in some trouble here. Reset the barometer, interesting. And we'll look for Isernia. Okay, see you when I find it. Alright, we're on our way back up because I looked ahead. And we need to turn down into this stuff. We're going to be heading down in here next, and that's starting to be brown again, which means very high. So we're going over this way. We're probably supposed to go there, but we're going to go around it. So anyway, we're over our town now. There it is. That's what we're supposed to be looking for. Let's hop outside and have a peek at it. There you go. If you're from there, welcome. You can look at your town from 7,000 feet above sea level. And now it's time to restart the stopwatch and make our next move, which is to turn. Well, I'm moving too much at once here. Campanile Matisse or something. Maintain. That's southeasterly heading, flying over a series of low peaks that lead to the base of a prominent mountain shoulder and the ski resort town of Campanile Matisse. So that's probably the ski resort. Let's go to 136 for 5 minutes or so. So here we go. We're going to head right for these mountains. Maybe we get to skirt alongside of them, right? Yeah, maybe we get to go right alongside of these. I have to see here, but I'm still going to climb. Because you never know. So there we go. And once we get there, let's see what'll be next. It'll be turning more to the south. So see, yeah, so we're going to go here. And we got to turn even more to the south. Lago de Matisse, which is a lake, which is probably that one. Right? We're going to go here. There's a town, and then bam. I'm sure that's the lake, right? Because that means lake only, yeah, a minute away for sure. So we're headed here. We'll go around that peak right there. See the dark bar, see the brown? We will go around that, which has one of those. Why can't we go over there? So anyway, so then we're going to go to this lake. And then there's another lake, a small valley, but that's 8 minutes away though. So, okay. We're going to go here, look for a town, a ski resort town, and then a lake. I'll see you in a little bit. Wish me luck. Have fun watching. Alright, so I'm trying to figure out where this city is. It must be around here somewhere. I was left it on sightseeing mode, and then I had to leave and go check on something, so it could be that little town there, which I doubt. But there's probably somewhere around here. I don't see anything that looks like a ski resort town, to be honest, so I'm not sure about that one, but we do need to move along because we got behind schedule. I ran upstairs and now I'm in big trouble. So what is the next thing here? 175 degrees, quickly to stay on course. There is 175 degrees almost. There we go. How are we on elevation? Whoops, not you. Not you either. Here. Let's try this one. There we go. Oh, plenty high. And that could be ski resort town. I doubt it though. Anyway, oh, there's tunnels through there. No, the switchbacks. Cool. Yeah, so we're gonna do this for a couple minutes only, and then we're going to look at this lake. And then we get to the lake, we will do the next thing. So I guess what is the next thing? I really wish these would stay collapsed without having to do the minimize thing. Lago de Campolataro, turn to the southeast, passing over a small valley, and then just to the south of the mountain village of Morcone, to reach Lago de Campolataro, a large lake surrounded by nature preserve. So we're going to go to this little lake, and then we're going to turn 107 and look for another lake, but it's going to be larger. Okay, well there's the little lake. We're a little bit off, but we're pretty close. Let's reset the timer. Well, we'll pause it for a second, then as soon as we get to the lake, we will turn and then start the timer again. So that lake is definitely an alpine lake. There's our valley, but we're not going to come down yet because there's more stuff over here. I don't think we're near our airport yet, so we're going to stay this way for a little bit. 107. Is 107 going to get us into this valley? Where's 107 going to take us? Kind of apprehensive about turning just yet. Alright, starting the stopwatch now and turning to 107. And hoping we end up where we're supposed to. Here we go. Because, I mean, this still puts us over the mountain. Doesn't really turn us into a valley like it said it would, unless it means this valley. I guess it could be that valley. But whatever. We're looking for a lake surrounded by nature preserve, and then after that's our airport. So, oh, there you go. There's a big lake there. Okay, 7 or 8 minutes, whatever, 8 minutes. Okay, I can see it taking us there. That makes sense now. So let's zoom into here until it comes into view. And then we'll look for our airport. That's going to be very difficult to find. Alrighty, when we get to the lake, we'll turn to what? 173 degrees again and look for airport. See you in a little bit. Alright, we're almost at the lake, and our airport has been spotted down here. I don't quite see it out the window yet, but it's close, like right around there somewhere probably. So we are coming down already. I did start the descent, but it's not fast enough. So let's kill autopilot and let's hand fly this in, just because it's fun. Bring back throttles and drop and roll. But do not stress the aircraft. We will have to redo the leg if we do. Alright, let's zoom this in one so you get an idea about where the runway actually is. We might have to do a big old flyby just to see what it looks like. Because remember, it's going to be grass now. There's the lake. So pretty. Remember the preview image? I mean, there's 2 runways, but one's longer than the other, and they're both grass. So hopefully it works out. Not hopefully, it has to work out. There's no choice. So let's fly down here in the valleys, then come around here. But again, we don't want to get too low yet, because we do want to be able to find this thing and not rely on the GPS to be like, we're 1 pixel away. Where is it? Looking really, really good, though. Lovely. So lovely. I wonder what that was back there, this thing. Can we zoom in? We can. What's that? Interesting. Very interesting. Looking good over there too. I think I can use my mouse to move it, yeah. Not as smooth because it's more limited, but that works. Awesome. Alright, let's see. Let's not get too low anymore at the moment, because we want to be able to find this airport from the air. So we're going to put throttles back in to stop our descent and keep our pitch down so we speed up as well. Let's head over here and check this out. Moving along swiftly. So the airport has to be really close by, because behind this there's a lot of plains and then these mountains. So these mountains are really far past the airport. So we have to be really close to it here. So let's descend a little, but again, not too much. The problem is if we're pointing right at it, our nose is going to cover it. So let's actually move over here so we can get... Oh, there it is. Get a good view. So there we go. Okay, so let's approach it from... I don't know how, because I don't want to get so low that we can't see it anymore. So let's go like this with an extremely short final. If I can bleed that speed off, I should be able to. And right now our heading at 128 is parallel to the runway, so let's make that 128. So if we get confused, we know where we are. Alright, let's try to get into flap range as quickly as possible. Man, this is going to be tricky because this terrain actually slopes up a lot, so we need to buzz this terrain and still be too high for that. So let's start coming around. This is going to be interesting, but very fun and incredibly gorgeous. Incredibly gorgeous. There is the runway there in the glare. Alrighty. We have plenty of room to bleed off the speed. I'm not worried about that. I'm just glad we can find it. So this will be our most difficult landing of this entire bush trip. And like 7 and 8 and 9, right? What are we on? 6? I don't know what we're on. We're on 6. So 7, 8, 9 will be easier, I think. I think we're on Lake 6. Whatever the video title said. That's the lake we're on. Oh my goodness. Can't even remember anymore. Alrighty, let's get into flap range here. And we still have a lot of speed to bleed off. The airport's going to come into view any second. We might be too fast for this. Maybe. Let's get flaps out early. Just to create some drag here. Come on. Oh, and there's some trees in the way. Good. And it goes uphill. Good. That'll definitely help us bleed up some speed. Very good. 2 flaps. We'll do full flap on this, of course. And here we go. Very good. Let's stop descending. Full flap. Wow. Not only do we not have to worry about too fast, we actually have to give some throttle to make it. Very nice. Good. Just the way we want it. Just because we're landing uphill, get over these trees. And where's the runway? Right there in front of the nose. It is. And here we go. Tease that stall horn. Land uphill. Kind of at an angle. That's okay. There we go. Nice huge bounce. Whatever. Who cares? Who cares? Yoke all the way back. And on the brakes gently. There's the save icon. Gentle. Gentle. Whew, we made it. All right, we made it. All right, 1 like per video, especially on these longer ones. So, subscribe so you can tune in next time, and I'll see you then.